Well, I was telling you guys in my last video about the shopping center. I just want to show you some locations here. Um, so I told you about the stairs. Right here, there's stairs. Every day, there's some homeless person sitting on these steps, uh, begging for money and cigarettes. And one night I came here, it was after I was just cutting through on my way home, and it was I don't know, like 11:30 or something. All these places were closed, and I saw a bunch of bedding. Um, right here, there was a blanket and everything. It was like a nice little bed set up right in that corner, and and there was the same guy that was always begging there. He was talking to two employees, two workers. I guess they were night workers or something at Schnucks, sitting out there on their cigarette break or something. But yeah, and then while I'm on vacation, there was a letter uh, taped to this wall right here. I, as I was going through a little bit of a rebellious period, and I was just sick of the universe fucking me over and, you know, treating me like a bad person, and a lot of people disrespecting me and treating me like shit. So, in my little short stint of rebelliousness, I decided to do something unprovoked and uh, wrong, I guess. Something bad. Something that I knew I wasn't supposed to do. But considering how I was treated and how the universe has been treating me, I decided to do it anyway. Just as a fuck it type deal. Even though I knew it was wrong, I knew it was bad, I knew I shouldn't have been doing it. But a lot of things are done to me that shouldn't be done, that are bad and that are wrong. And the universe does it, and people do it pretty much on a daily basis. So you know what? I'm pretty much justified for doing that one little thing. And nobody got hurt. It was just a piece of government mail. Because that paper, uh, and I can read it to you when I get home too. Uh, it said that there was a notice of public disturbances, and I was just kind of waiting on something like that to happen, really. But it pretty much said that there have been a lot of customers and people calling in and complaining about vagrancy and homeless people sitting out of that shopping center all the time, begging for money and uh, it was threatening to close that entire shopping center down. And you know what? There are people like me who enjoy walking to the grocery store because it's not too far. It's like a hop, skip, and a jump from the apartment that we live in. We pay our rent, we pay for our groceries, and then there's homeless people that are gonna sit there and ruin it and sit there all day and cause disturbances and possibly have the entire shopping center shut down. That and make us all have to go get on a bus or a train or catch an Uber to go to Walmart and get our groceries. Or we can go to Schnucks and get them with a 10-minute walk. And what really sucks is there's a Chinese restaurant there, there's a gym there, a Subway, a veterinary clinic where when I get Sophie, if she gets sick or something, I could just walk right down there and have her looked at and taken care of. And if somebody gets that shut down, they won't need a home anymore. All they'll need is a nice pine box. Because nobody's gonna take away Sophie's health care. That shit shuts down. I'm gonna find out who the fucking homeless person is that's responsible for it. I'll make sure they don't need a home. For sure. Nobody fucks with her. I mean, you can fuck with me, you can fuck with my friends, you can even fuck with my family. If you fuck with Sophie, that is the worst thing you could do to yourself. You really, really think life's not worth living, and you think that you want to, that it's hopeless and everything. You don't have to have thoughts of ending it all. You just mess with my cat. I'll take care of it for you. But I digress. She's not a cat to me though. She's my daughter. Going the right way? Yeah, I am. I haven't been out and about in a long time. Anyway, yeah. Just going to show you some locations and have someone to talk to. Well, I'm not talking to you. I'm not live, but like I said, I'll be leaving some comments open on some videos like this one. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do videos while I walk too, just because when I walk, somehow or another, it gets my brain flowing, my creative juices flowing, and I become a lot more, I don't know, mindful. Yeah, another alleyway, but I need to go down this way. My movie doesn't start till 7:15. It's 6:49, so I have 25 minutes to get there, which is fine. And you know, what the hell? What is this? Closed. I guess it's another homeless pad at a picnic area in an apartment complex. Yeah, you know, that pisses me off. I mean, yeah, I was homeless, okay? I was homeless. For God's sakes, I was homeless. But I would never, ever go to a place where everyone else is paying rent and then live there for free, unless I was living with somebody who invited me over to stay with them. And then, if I was doing that, I'll make damn sure to put out for him. I mean, the least I could do is suck his dick every now and then. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, if any of y'all watching this happen to be on the streets, do not ever couch surf and depend on the kindness of somebody for a place to stay, because it never works out. At least it didn't for me. But the reason it didn't for me is because I have way too much self-respect to allow myself to be degraded and treated like shit. And a lot of those people, like, I know there's been stories about people who have taken people in out of the goodness of their heart and who are actually kind. And I have met, like, maybe in the past 6 years, maybe 2 or 3 people like that who I would go back to in a heartbeat. But everyone else I've been with total fucking control freaks who saw a pretty face, a cute guy, and wanted to take him in and control him and own him because they have a house and they want to dangle it over his head. Oh, you do this because I'm. What the fuck? This is a donation center for the Salvation Army. Yo, that's crazy. Look at all this free stuff. What the fuck? What's happening? I shouldn't be here looking at this. Shit, I can go shopping. There's a Christmas tree. A fucking Christmas tree. Oh my god. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna shit myself right now. You know what? I will walk this way. I'm gonna walk out. Yeah. If that shit's there after I leave the movies, lo and behold, I will be getting that fucking Christmas tree. So I have a tree for this year. Although, no, I won't have a tree this year. I'm not putting it out, but I will have a tree for Sophie for next year. And that Christmas tree's still there. I'm getting it. I'll steal a tree from the Salvation Army for Sophie. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her. She's my daughter. So there's nothing I wouldn't do for her. And I'm very protective. And I'm very selfless. Like, I put everybody's needs before mine. And I don't even know what the fuck I was saying before I got sidetracked about that donation center. But just to prove that I will do anything for Sophie, I am going to be taking that tree if it's still there. So that Sophie has a Christmas tree next year. I think the way my life is and the way I'm treated by people, the way people have disrespected me, and like I've had the universe itself disrespect me. Like, I would go on those dating sites and post for like 2 or 3 days that I was looking for somebody, and nobody would message me. And then I would post that I've got things to do, and then I'd get like 10 different people trying to come over after I said that. Or I would go to Walmart to get a phone, and I'd get it, and it wouldn't even have a SIM card. See, I'm gonna run. Dark out here, I can't see shit. Oh God, and I got these glasses on. Anyway, yeah. So, or I would treat somebody like gold, and they'd turn around and treat me like shit. Like I had somebody who I took to Florida with me, and he wanted to sit there on his phone the whole damn time and bitch and complain. And then he attacked me when I tried to physically remove him from my storage unit that we were staying in for the weekend, leading to me losing everything. I lost everything I had in Florida, and that includes most of my Golden Girls wearable merchandise. So yeah, the reason I am taking that, there's another reason I'm taking that tree is because I'm entitled to doing something a little bit selfish every now and then. It's kind of my compensation, me compensating for the way I'm treated by people in the universe. I will start doing that. Like maybe once every 3 months, I'll do something like a victimless crime. And like if I see a donation center with something I like outside like that, I'm gonna take it upon myself and go late one night and go help myself to one special item of interest. Or if I see a letter outside of a business and I want to be a little bit nosy and see what it's all about to get the inside scoop, I'll take it off the wall and read it and keep it, knowing it's government property and it's a federal offense to read somebody's mail. But you know what? Like I said, the universe and people and companies have screwed me over tremendously throughout my entire life. So, I mean, at least I'm not going around robbing people or doing anything to hurt anybody. But I will do a little bit of sticky fingers every now and then. Once every 3 months, I'll allow it. Once every 3 months is a decent amount of time. So, anyway, I owe it to myself. Universe and everything wants to treat me like shit. So, I think since everybody, and a lot of people are painting a picture of me on those dating sites, which is another reason why I can't get laid, because a lot of these fags will talk and run their mouth, even though they did something shitty to me. One person left me in his car for 8 hours after stringing me along for 3 months and didn't even put out. Then he had the audacity to bitch and complain when I, as a human being, had to take a piss. And I used a cup that he had, and I was sick and tired of being in his car for that long, so I emptied it underneath his backseat floor mat. And I guess he ran his mouth, saying that I'm a bad person. And then I had somebody who I spent over $300 on come over to my apartment and sit on his phone the whole damn time. And then I had to buy his food, his cigarettes, and everything else. And he wanted to leave, and I wanted something. I didn't want to be the only one suffering for him while he's sitting there comfortably eating food that I pay for, smoking cigarettes that came out of my pocket, and everything else. So I needed to take something of his and put a little bit of fear into him. So I left his ass 70 miles away from home without his phone or anything else. Threw it all in the river. Because nobody's going to sit there and spend my money and disrespect me and expect to leave with their property. At least with their property still functional, because if I can help it and they try to run, I'll make sure to break something of theirs, at the very least, if they pull something like that with me. But then they're going to turn around and act like I did something tremendously wrong, when I just wanted to have something to show for the $300 I spent and had to keep feeding and housing and making sure all of the needs and wants are met. Sorry, I just want my house guests to put the fucking phones down and be in the moment, in the room. Anyway, I am here, so I gotta end this video, and I will talk to you guys later on. I'll do a live stream when I get home.